Today we are at the largest body of water in the Kansas City metro, Smithville Lake. And we are going to be exploring all that Smithville has to offer. And we're going to end at a home that has 5 bedrooms, over 3,800 square feet, and it sits on over an acre. And you can buy it right now in Smithville. But first, let's go check out everything that Smithville has to offer. So we are at this brand new construction house, and I'm not going to tell you the price quite yet, but this is on the market right now in Smithville, and you've got a beautiful setting here. You can see from the drone footage that there's really nothing here. Of course, these houses are going to go in, so buying new construction, you can expect things to change, but let's go check out this house. Brand new, completely finished, ready for you to move in. Give us a call, 816-4MOVE-KC, if you're wanting a brand new house in Smithville, because we can help you get into this one quick. Come on inside. So as we come inside, this house has 4 beds, and I'm going to tell you the price soon enough, but you come over on this side, immediately entering the house, you've got this office space. And this office has a nice accent wall, which I think is really cool. Of course, this stays with the house. The furniture doesn't stay with the house, it's all staged. But you've got a nice bright office with these cool modern looking French doors that can close you off from the world, but still provide some kind of pass through so you can see what's going on and who's coming in and out of the house. I would love this office. I would spend a lot of time in this office. You know, I do a lot of work from my home office, and this is a great place just to have for you to come in, do some work, be shut off from the rest of the house while the kids are playing down there. But let's go down there and see the rest of this house and what you can get in Smithville for a 4-bedroom house, new construction. Coming through here, this is the garage area. We're not gonna see the garage because there's a ton of stuff in there right now that they use for staging, but you do have this mudroom. As you come right here, this is a great place to kick off your shoes, to take off your coat, hang your coat so things don't get lost. And then right across from it, you have a half bathroom that has, of course, a nice vanity and a toilet. Now we're gonna save this for a little bit later. This is the basement, is completely unfinished and massive down there. So you could add a lot of value to your home if you decided to finish this. I want you to notice the floors. Of course, this is gonna be kind of a spec home that the builder has already built out with a lot of the finishings, but if you want something different, then you're gonna have to call us pretty early in the process, because a lot of these homes are just empty lots right now, and they can build it custom to what you want. But you're gonna have to give us a call, and we can help you negotiate those things into the price of your home, 816-4MOVE-KC. Also through here, you've got a large pantry area. Right across from the kitchen, you can keep all your goods, all your dry goods, whatever, that non-perishables can go in there, and it's so easily accessible from the kitchen as well. So you've got these beautiful countertops on this bar area here, and this sink has kind of implementations already built in. So you've got the cutting board that fits beautifully right into the sink, and then a place to wash fruit. You know, PSA, if you're like a dad and you don't know what you're doing, apparently my wife says all fruit from the grocery store, you have to wash. You may be looking at me like I'm an idiot, but I didn't even know that. Okay, I was giving my kids grapes and my wife was freaking out because I didn't wash them. So if I had this, I would have no problem washing the grapes before I gave them to the kids. But my reasoning was like, hey, why would you sell me grapes that I have to further wash, right? But either way, unrelated. On this side, you have beautiful dark granite countertops. I like the contrast between the dark and the light. You might like it, you might not like it. Again, if you want to do something different, the builders they have options, and you can have upcharges if you want like quartz or if you want something special. But again, you have to call us early because this is already built. They would cost you a lot of money to tear all this stuff out and build it to your specifications and likings, because this is a spec home. This is what they think will sell. But if you want something that's customized to you, call us early, 816-4MOVE-KC. Plenty of cabinet space too, really high cabinets. Of course, if you're kind of shorter, I mean, even I would need probably a step stool to get to the very top shelf, and I'm like 6 feet-ish tall, you know? Electric stove with the oven and range kind of built in right there. And then, as many of these homes have, you have an eat-in kitchen area. You could probably put a slightly bigger table than this one if you wanted to, but It's not going to be like, you can't put like a massive dining room table here. I think actually a round table would probably go well with this light fixture, and probably be a better use of space, but this is certainly not bad. Coming through here, I want to show you this porch area. So you've got this porch that is, you know, brand new. You've got this composite deck. You've got, of course, this furniture doesn't necessarily stay with the property, but if you wanted to, you could negotiate almost anything into the purchase of your home. But this is a just really nice, peaceful place. You can see that they're building all across here. New house, probably brand new house that somebody's moved into. Next door, you can see you already have some neighbors. This house is only going to go up in value because they're going to continue building here and they're going to continue expanding. If you don't know, Kansas City is just booming right now because there's just not enough places for people to live for the amount of people moving in here. I get calls from people all the time moving in from California, moving in from Texas, moving in from Tennessee, moving in from New York. All these people who are trying to move here because Kansas City has become a destination spot. They're going to continue building and your house is going to continue going up in value. So that's why you want to get in now before things continue to shoot up in price. Let's go inside and check out the living room. Coming in here, you've got this living area that's plenty big. I mean, you could even put another couch over here if you wanted to, and you could have plenty of seating for everybody. Of course, you've got your TV mount with the built-in power and the aux cord that can run to wherever you want it to run. And then you've got this nice fireplace with this tiling here. So great place to spend time. These cozy, you know, kind of really cold winter days. This is a great place. Flip on that fireplace and just enjoy the warmth of your living room. Also, one thing I wanted to mention too is these living room ceilings are really high. I mean, you've got really soaring ceilings, maybe what, 15, 20 feet high, and really makes this place feel much, much bigger than it actually is. And it's already plenty big already. I mean, my family would have no problem enjoying this space and having, you know, guests over in this space and entertaining in this space. It's already big and it just feels bigger with the soaring ceilings. If you come through here, we're gonna get to the primary bedroom, and then we're gonna go upstairs to the 3 secondary bedrooms. But first, let's go to the primary suite. Now, basically everything past this area is primary bedroom, primary bathroom, primary closet, etc. And there's a few options that you can do if you wanted to move your laundry onto this floor that we're gonna check out here. But come through here and you'll see a really sizable primary bedroom. This is a queen size bed. You could easily do a king if you wanted to, and you'd have plenty of space. You've got these exposed beams. I think they're most likely just cosmetic and rather than structural, so you could change them out if you wanted to pretty easily. But it's a nice touch to have this primary bedroom to have these exposed beams. I think that's really nice. Of course, you can see there's 2 end tables, and like I said, you can easily put a king size bed, just make it a little bit larger here. And then, of course, you got that great view towards the back of the house and the new construction and the rest of the neighborhood that is going to be really beautiful, especially when especially when the leaves start to come back in with the trees. Come through here and you've got a primary bathroom. It's got a pocket door, which obviously can provide you some privacy. But if you come through here, you could see this is really efficient use of space. First, you have the shower. It's a quite sizable shower. It's got the 2 shelves to put in your soap, your shampoo, whatever. It's nicely tiled all the way up to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about you know, splash getting onto your drywall or anything like that. So this is a really nice shower. Next to it, you've got a pretty deep and sizable tub, which is nice too. And what's nice about it is that you have all the light from this window, but you don't have anybody just like directly staring in to the tub, right? This is a pretty private area that I would of course probably advise you to put some curtains there too to just kind of give you some more privacy, but I think that you could use this right now and be very happy with it. And then of course here you've got the double vanities. I think this is the same cabinet color that you have in the kitchen island, so the continuity there is really nice. And then you have the same granite countertops that are part of your kitchen. If you come through here, you've got a pretty good size primary closet, and they say that you could put in a washer dryer hookup. And there is a washer dryer already upstairs, hookup upstairs, a laundry room upstairs. You know what I might do with this one is if I lived on the first floor and my kids lived on the second floor, I might just have my own washer and dryer here hooked up and then have a separate laundry room for them upstairs. You know, it's kind of like a little bit extra, but then, you know, you don't get your kids' clothes mixed up with yours and all that kind of stuff. Lost socks, and that's stuff that we deal with on the daily with 3 kids and doing laundry for them. It's kind of a headache, so it'd be nice to have like their laundry room, our laundry room down here, and that's definitely a possibility if you bought this house. So let's go upstairs, let's check out the 3 bedrooms up there. It's pretty sizable up there, and you might be surprised at how much room that you have in this house. And again, stick around to the end of this tour and I will give you the price of this home. One of the more surprising things that when I was exploring this house initially is this area. I think this would be like a great library reading area. I think this would be a great area if you wanted to put, you know, a secondary den, man cave kind of hangout area. This would be a cool area. Or even a kid's playroom. Like for me, my kids are young, you know, my oldest is 5. I think I would just kind of deck this out as a place where they could build their toy trains or, you know, run their RC cars or something like that. This would be cool. And they could like run them off the stairs and do fun stuff like that like boys like to do. So come through here and you'll see the first of the secondary bedrooms. Now you could see this one is of course going to be smaller than the primary, and that's expected, but this one can definitely house a queen size bed very easily. Full size bed would fit just fine. Twin size bed, you could do bunk beds, whatever it is you really want to do. And then you've got this really dramatic view of the land. And of course you can see it better in the drone footage, but this is nice. Of course, once they start building these houses, you know that when you buy new construction, once they start building these houses, it's going to kind of change your view pretty dramatically. But for right now, you've got a view of a lot of acreage there. I was telling you about the secondary floor laundry, and this is where it is. It's a dedicated laundry room, and honestly, I've been in some bedrooms in Kansas City that are this size. So this is nice to just have a dedicated laundry room that's plenty spacious. You have, you know, a place where you can fold your clothes. You could put a bar here if you want to hang your clothes to do hang dry. And of course you got your washer dryer hookups. For me, like I said, I would put separate washer dryer hookups downstairs so that all my kids' clothes could stay up here and my clothes could be downstairs with my wife's. But, you know, that's obviously a luxury that you don't necessarily need to have. Let's check out the other secondary bedrooms. All right, coming into here is the second of the bedrooms that are upstairs. Again, you got this great view. And then this bedroom is just about the same size as the first one. There is a third bedroom here that's bigger than these two. But if you wanted to house small kids in here, this would be great for my kids. You know, a 5-year-old would very, very comfortably fit in this room. He would have all his toys and everything that he would possibly need in this room. So let's check out this room, this last room over here. Before we get to this room, we have this bathroom and this hallway closet that would serve as the 2 secondary bedrooms up there. This is the bathroom that they would use. So if you had kids, this is a great place to bathe them. It's a great place for them to take a shower. And of course it has everything they need. It has the tub shower combo, it has the toilet, it has a sink. And then of course in this hallway you have linens closet, which would be a great place to store like linens, blankets, towels, whatever it is you need. And then coming into the last and the biggest of the secondary bedrooms, you could put a king size bed in here if you wanted to. Probably would be better suited towards a queen size bed, but one thing I wanted to point out that I didn't point out in the other bedrooms is of course you got the same great view, you're over the garage, and then you've got these brand new casement windows that a lot of people seem to like. You kind of open them up and crank them out, and it's a very easy way to operate your windows. And of course with the screen here, your kids are safe so that they don't fall out. Of course, definitely supervise them if you have windows like this, but these are nice windows to just get a breeze, you know? If you don't want to like operate them like going up and down, this is nice to just kind of get a breeze without letting bugs in. And the nice thing about this secondary bedroom is that it has a secondary bathroom that's right attached to it. It's an in-suite bathroom. It doesn't have a tub, but it certainly has a nice shower. So this would be a great guest bedroom if you wanted to. If you have a teenager that they wanted their own space, this would be a great bedroom for them. But overall, this is a nice feature to have a third bathroom. And then the last nice feature about this secondary bedroom is that it has a nice walk-in closet. It's not gonna be the biggest walk-in closet in the world, but it has plenty of space for somebody to hang all their clothes and to be able to get dressed. So downstairs, the basement is completely massive, but completely unfinished. So follow me and you'll see the incredible potential that this basement has. Now take a look at this area. It's just so big. A lot of builders for, you know, $10,000 bonus, $20,000 bonus will finish this area out for you to the same quality that they did the upstairs. If you want that, you certainly can negotiate that. And especially right now, as inventory sits during the colder months and as things are not necessarily moving as fast as builders would like, they can throw in incentives. I'm not saying that they're gonna finish a basement for you for free, but they can give you big discounts Like I've gotten clients, free granite countertop upgrades. I've gotten clients, concrete pads for underneath their patio. I've gotten them, a stairway that leads from the patio to the backyard. Those are just some upgrades that we can get just because we can help you negotiate with these builders directly. Now, you can see this basement area has a place where you could have a extra bedroom, so you could make this into a 5-bedroom, truly massive house. If you finish all of this up, obviously it has egress that you need. Your HVAC system is down here with your water heater, and then it is also stuck for a bathroom. So, what would you guess this house costs? Well, I'll tell you right now, this house costs $569,900. So for under $600,000, you can get this massive 4-bedroom house in one of the most desirable areas in Kansas City, Smithville, Missouri. Now, let's go check out what else Smithville has to offer. And again, stick around to the end and we are gonna see this massive house on an acre in Smithville. Okay, we're back here at Smithville Lake where we started. Now, one thing to know about Smithville Lake is that you can't actually live on the lake. If you want to live on the lake, then we have other places that you can give us a call and we can help you find lakefront property. But the reason that you can't live on the lake is because Smithville Lake is owned by the Army Corps of Engineers, and it's simply not allowed. This is not private land that you can actually live on. However, that does not mean that you can't enjoy the lake. I have been up here plenty of times. Particularly, I like the 2 golf courses that are right on the lake, the Outlaw and the Posse, and the whole complex is called Paradise Point. They're very challenging because once you get closer to the water, it gets really windy. I've never really shot super good scores there simply because of the wind, and I don't play that much anyway. But they're fun courses to play because you got awesome views of the lake. Other things that you can do, there's a swim beach down there that we've taken our kids to. You can go in the water, you can enjoy it. Obviously not right now, it's the middle of December, it's really cold, but in the summer, it's gonna be popping. You can go out, you can boat out here, you can fish. There's bass, there's crappie, there's catfish, there's all sorts of fish here. There's so many activities that you can do out here on Smithville Lake. And it's a really desirable place to live because you're kind of only 25-ish minutes away from downtown Kansas City, and you got all of this. I mean, there's plenty of properties where you can't live on the lake. There's plenty of properties where you got a good view of the lake. So we're gonna continue our tour. We're gonna check out the downtown area of Smithville, but we're gonna also see these other homes as well. So again, if you stick around to the very end, we have a 5-bedroom home on an acre in the Smithville area that we're gonna show you. So maybe you're thinking, hey, I want to live in Smithville, but I don't want to pay, almost $600,000 for new construction. That's completely understandable. Here we have a house, pre-existing house in Smithville that we'll show you just in a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to show you is the location. You've heard it said real estate is all about location, location, location. Now, this is a pretty busy thoroughfare. This is Highway 169, and if you go straight down south, you're gonna end up in downtown Kansas City. If you go up north a little bit, you're gonna end up at downtown Smithville. So this is a main thoroughfare that really connects everything. And you're gonna have to decide, you're not right on the thoroughfare, but you're 1 street off of it. So you're gonna have to decide whether this is worth it to you. You've got a big lot, you've got a big piece of land in this area too. But right there is a gas station. So do you want to be this close to a gas station? Would you pay this amount of money to buy a house right near a gas station? Comment below, because there might be some people who value the ease of just being able to shoot right down 169 or to go up 169 and get to downtown Smithville. But let's check out this house first, because you might be surprised at how nice this house is. First, you've got this cool circle driveway, which I really like. I like being able to pull all the way in and then being able to pull out head first. Having to back my car out of my driveway, man, such a headache, right? So you can pull all the way in, go all the way around, and pull out, get to where you need to go. But come on with me and let's check out this house. First thing I want you to notice, this brick is in really good condition. Now, I'm not a mason or anything. I've worked with tons of masons. What they always say is that you see these flips where they paint the brick. That's one of the worst things that you can do to brick. Again, coming from a mason, I'm not a mason. I'm just relaying some information that I recently found out. I always didn't like the aesthetic of painted brick anyway, but there it is from a mason. Don't paint the brick because you can't, you're gonna seal it up, you're not gonna let it breathe and it's gonna start cracking. All this concrete work is new. All these steps are new, and a lot of these steps in older homes in Kansas City, they can start to sink away from the home. So having this new is a nice benefit and peace of mind for you buying this home. Let's come on inside and you're gonna be surprised. This home has 5 bedrooms. It's pretty big. So immediately once we come inside, you've got this kind of open concept, but it's also kind of subdivided into different rooms. So the first thing that you immediately notice is this brand new kitchen. Now, a lot of people will notice like this home has been flipped, right? So they put in these new cabinets, these new countertops, these new appliances, which is nice. Some people don't like the stigma of buying a home that's been flipped. That's really up to you. I think for a flip, this one is really nice, which is why we picked it to showcase to you on this home tour. All these appliances come with the home. And then you come over here, you've got this great eat-in area that accommodates a table that can seat 6, and then you've got a really massive living room. I mean, this home is really, really large. That's gonna be one benefit of it. This large living room, put a TV in here, put a sofa in here, put a couch in here, whatever you wanna do with this, this is gonna fit. One of the things that I really like about this kind of raised ranch style home is you have this kind of area that's a transitory area that of course you could use for, you know, a pantry for storage or whatever, but you also have another bedroom that's right off this pantry area. That's really nicely done. The floors are beautiful. This could fit a, you know, I would say full-size bed would probably be the biggest bed you want to keep in here. Maybe queen, you could probably fit in here too. One of the things that I've noticed about this flip is that all the like little details, like the windows, they're all new. That's a really nice feature that you don't have to worry about for a long time to come when you purchase this brand new home, okay? So before we go downstairs, we're gonna see the rest of the upstairs, and that also includes the garage. This garage is a very spacious one-car garage. You can see that you can easily fit a car of almost any size in here, and this would be a great place to store your car. There's also a surprising amount of room downstairs, but we're gonna save that for last. Let's go over here to the other side where you have these bedrooms that are located on the main floor. One thing about these raised ranches is the convenience of having most of the bedrooms all on one floor. Another thing that's really nice about this one is that if you look right in here, you have a laundry room on your main level as well. And you know how much I like main level laundry, especially you don't have to go upstairs or downstairs to do your laundry. It's all located right here and very, very convenient. Hallway bathroom is also super convenient as well. You can see that it has a shower with your toilet and your single vanity. And then on this side, you have another room. This one is about the same size as that first room, but you could put a full-size bed here, and that would be enough for, that would be a good place for your kids to sleep, for your guests to sleep. Would be a really great use of space. But really, the awe-inspiring part is the basement. It's really, really big. But let's go into this bedroom first and show you, as this would be the primary bedroom. This one has an ensuite bathroom that we're gonna check out here in a little bit, but this one you could fit a king-size bed pretty comfortably in here. And one of the things too to note, I told you before we started out there and we said this is Highway 169. In here, you really don't hear anything. You're far enough away from the highway that the noise of the highway doesn't really bother you. And all you can really see, of course you can see that gas station right there, but all you can really see is your big piece of land and then the street right in front of it. Let's go into this ensuite bathroom, and you might be surprised at how nice this is too. And you're getting this for significantly less than you would be paying for the new construction house. So you've got your vanity here, your toilet, you've got your tub shower combo, and then through here, this is kind of quirky because you got like 2 big windows in your closet, right? So if you're changing in here, I mean, it's plenty of room for a closet. You probably just pull these blinds down, obviously, and just have your privacy, but it is kind of strange to have, you know, 2 big forward-facing windows out of your closet. But hey, I mean, this is nice to have this space, of course. Let's go check out the basement, and you're gonna be surprised at how massive it is. All right, so let's go back here. Let's go downstairs to the basement. Actually, before we get to the basement, let's check this outside backyard out. Stepping out here, you have a decent piece of land behind your house as well. So this hill, this retaining wall is all yours. You know what I think about, there was a couple weeks ago, there was a heavy snow. This would be a great sledding hill. Wouldn't go too fast, wouldn't go too slow. You'd have a lot of fun. You're sliding towards the house so your kids aren't sliding towards the street. And then you've got this beautiful brick exterior that's consistent throughout the house as well. Also, if you think the front of the house is just too noisy for you, well, you have this nice back porch that you can enjoy Smithville and not necessarily have to worry about the road noise. It's a lot less from back here because you have the house between you and the road. All right, let's come downstairs and you'll see that this place is massive. It just goes on, and there's so many different rooms back here. First thing, look at how big this main living space is. TV room, theater room, game room, pool table, ping pong table, whatever it is you want, you could do it out here. You have plenty of space. Come into this room here, and this is not a conforming bedroom because it doesn't have the things that you need for a bedroom. But of course it can be non-conforming. When I talk about conforming and non-conforming bedrooms, you can sleep a person anywhere. You could keep a full-size bed down here, queen-size bed down here, and this could be a comfortable place for somebody to sleep. You just can't count it as a bedroom when you sell it. So if you're thinking this is like a 7-bedroom, these bedrooms don't conform. But what's nice about this one is that you have access to a very nice large storm shelter. So a lot of you calling from, the West Coast, the East Coast, you're not used to tornadoes, and some of the things that you first ask me when you call are, what about tornadoes? What about tornadoes? Well, if you are worried about tornadoes, and I'll say tornadoes are definitely something that you want to keep watch over, but I've never let like a tornado watch like ruin my day or my life or anything like that. If you have to go to the basement, go to the basement. But if you have to go to the basement, it's nice to have this storm shelter in which you're completely surrounded by concrete on all 4 sides. You're right underneath the porch, so that literally this is the safest place in the house. And then you look, this is not just the storm shelter, but this is the foundation wall. Look how thick this is. This is a huge slab of concrete that can protect you and your family. So if you're moving here from California and you're just worried about, hey, tornadoes, this is something that you might want to consider buying a house with a storm shelter. So come on, and we'll see the other bedrooms. So coming through here, and this is bedroom number 5. This is a conforming bedroom because you have your egress and you have a window well. So those are the 2 things that you need. You need egress, and you need to be able to get out of the room. And then you also, if it's underground, you need a window well that's dug out because you need to be able to completely get out of the house in case of a fire or emergency. So this is why this room is conforming as a bedroom and the other one was not. And then of course you need a closet, which is over here, and this is quite a large closet. It's completely a walk-in closet. It's got its own light and everything. You can have your clothes here, you can have some more shelving here, and if you wanted to walk in and get dressed down here, you'd have more privacy than your primary closet. So this is also another conforming bedroom. You can see the same features in the other room where you have the egress and the window well, except for this one. You might say, what's behind these doors? The first one is a walk-in closet, pretty large. It's gonna be kind of tight for a walk-in closet, but you certainly could walk in there if you really wanted to squeeze yourself in there. And then the second one is going to be your sump pump. So if you don't know what a sump pump is, it's basically an emergency pump in case there's too much groundwater or standing water, or God forbid your water heater were to break and spill water all down here. This essentially bails out the water in the house, outside the house, and ejects it away from the house so that you don't have standing water in your house. Down at the end of this hall, you have this full bathroom. This would be the place where your guests would be taking a shower, or anybody living in these downstairs bedrooms would be taking a shower. So you have, of course, a few steps up to this shower. It's kind of small, but it's going to be a basement shower, and sometimes they are configured this way. I would say out of all the ones that I've seen in the basement, this is really not bad for what you're gonna get. And then of course you have your toilet and your sink. Now, one thing I wanted to point out to you as we come through this door here, you have more storage and you have unfinished basement area. Now, I think that this house is actually really well done, but there's a few things that I want to point out to you if you're considering buying a home in Kansas City. Number 1 is radon. If you don't know what radon is a gas, a substance that is located in our soil, and if they test that the concentration of radon is too high, it can be a carcinogen. So they put in a radon monitor. One of the things that you want to see with the radon monitor is that it's actively sucking out the radon from underneath the house. And the way that you can tell, if these 2 fluid field gauges are unbalanced, that means there's negative pressure and it's sucking radon out, okay? Another thing that I want you to see too is this I-beam. This foundation has been repaired. At one point in time, somebody recommended that you put an I-beam here to keep the foundation from caving in. We do have clay soil in Missouri, and it shifts and it kind of pushes against the foundation. It's not unusual to see. And then also on this side too, you can see it's the corner of the house. This cracking This has been repaired professionally. So it's up to you. A lot of people that I help relocate here, they're like, hey, I don't want anything with any foundation issues at all. And of course, that's your choice, right? If you want something that has never had any foundation repairs, then that's fine. But I will say that these issues are common, and also the way that I'm looking at these repairs that have been done, I think they've been done to a workmanlike manner and really well, like to the standard that they should be. So of course it's up to you. I'm not an inspector, so whenever you buy a house, hire an inspector. Please hire an inspector, because they'll be able to tell you a little bit more about the house than even I can as a realtor. Okay, so this home is on the market right now for $399,000. Now, would you pay that being right off of Main Road? I mean, that's up to you. I think there's a lot of space for $400,000, okay? Now, we've seen a new build in Smithville. We've seen Smithville Lake. We've seen this home. Now we're gonna go to downtown Smithville and check out the vibe down there before we circle back around to that 5-bedroom home on an acre that I promised you at the very beginning of the video. Okay, this is downtown Smithville. Like I said, we were just right up the street on a house where that $399,000 house, only a couple minutes away from here. But this is Courtyard Park. This is a place where they'll have like the fall festival, community events. You can see this stage here that's currently decorated with 3 Christmas trees, but they have performances here. This is a really cute downtown area. I used to have a friend who worked at that Cornerstone coffee shop down there, and she would make me really good lattes. So she doesn't work there anymore, but you can see big Christmas tree on this side. And then one thing I wanted to point out to you is Chops Barbecue, one of the best barbecue places in Kansas City. If you're up in Smithville, you have to try it. I've heard that the brisket is really good there. I haven't actually had it myself, but word of mouth is that the brisket is super good there. And that's one place that you're gonna wanna check out. You're not very far from the lake from here. You also have these little like antique shops. You have a collision shop right behind you. So this is a really cute, really small town. But again, reminder, you're only 25 minutes from downtown Kansas City, especially with no traffic. You take 169, you go all the way down, and you're right back in the city. So you can have this small town feel right outside a very, very big metropolitan area. And you can have access to anything else in the Northland too. Kearney's 15 minutes away, Platte City's 20 minutes away. It's all interconnected and really, really close. So you've watched until this point. Let's head to that 1-acre house that has 5 bedrooms. Let's go check it out now. So I promised you we would check out this 5-bedroom house that sits on just a little bit over an acre in Smithville, and we are here. This house is a beautiful house on the market right now, available to you. So again, give us a call. 816-4MOVE-KC is the best way to get a hold of us. Text us, email us, call us. We will get back to you, and we will help you find a home in Smithville. So come on inside and let's check out this massive home. So initially when we come inside, this home was built in 2016, so less than a decade old, and you're getting a big, big lot. We're gonna check out downstairs. They have the survey of what the lot is shaped like, and also they have one of the sickest bars that you could imagine in the basement. But come in here, you've got these beautiful engineered hardwood floors that are really pristine. I mean, these are really well maintained. You can see that there's no big scratches, no big blemishes. Of course, with a 2016 home, somebody's lived here for almost 10 years. So you're gonna have the general wear and tear, but I would say for a 2016 home, this house is very well maintained. So come over here, you've got this beautiful mantle that's floor to ceiling with this beautiful stonework here, and you also have a place to mount your television. With enjoying this area in December, January, this is gonna be one of the best places to gather, watch the leaves change, watch the snow fall. We've had a couple snowfalls. This is gonna be a really cozy area for you and your family if you decide to move to Smithville. Now it easily flows into this open concept kitchen that really easily connects. It's got this kind of trapezoidal huge kitchen island, which is a really big plus, especially if you want bar seating. If you want bar seating, you can have like 2 people here, 2 people here, maybe 3 people there, 2 people here. In my count, that's 7 people just able to sit around and enjoy. If you have the game on, if you have some food going, you can serve people here. If you're serving some drinks, doing a party, all of that's gonna be available to you. Really great house for entertainers. If you come over here, you got a really nice gas stove that you have 5 different burners, and you have a vented range hood. A lot of times when I see these range hoods, they're actually just like a microwave that's kind of has the range hood built in. And it's kind of rare around the metro to have range hoods that's vented all the way through the ceiling, but this one definitely has that. One thing that I want to point out to you, if you're a seller of a home and you have a home that you maintain, this is a great thing to have. This is a binder with all the maintenance records of your home, and I know buyers really enjoy having this because even though they probably won't read through each page and each service record page by page, what it shows is that you took care of this home, and that's evident when you go eventually to sell it. And if you didn't know, we don't just help people buy homes in Kansas City, we can also list your home and sell it and feature it on this channel so we can get a lot of eyes on it and a lot of people who are interested in your property. Come this way to this Eden kitchen. This Eden dining area with that's attached to this kitchen is a great place, especially if you have a round table that you could put right here. You've got this kind of bay windows, and we're gonna go out on the porch, even though it's kind of cold today. We're gonna go check out the porch and see overlooking your 1 acre plus of land. But this is a great place that, again, feeling very interconnected to the rest of the house. You're not completely segregated off. You don't have like a separate like dining area or dining room, which to some people, maybe you want that. And other houses, you can find that. But in this one, you have this area where you can have an eat-in kitchen. We're gonna check out what it's like on this porch. So first off, this porch is completely screened in. And what's kind of rare about these, you know, for something that's like 10 years old, they really maintain these mosquitoes, this mosquito netting well. There's no mosquitoes right now, obviously because of the cold, but when it is warm and when you do get a lot of mosquitoes, we get a lot of mosquitoes here in Missouri and in Kansas and in Kansas City in general, you're gonna be glad for this because you could still sit out here and enjoy without just getting eaten alive. I know me and all the members of my family, our blood type, I don't know what it is, it just attracts mosquitoes. They swarm to us and they just eat us alive, so summers can be kind of miserable. But if we had an area like this that was completely screened in with a porch, I think that would make it a lot better. Before we head to the primary bedroom on this side, the primary suite, let's check out the secondary bedrooms on this side. First, at the very front of the house, when you initially come in, you have what I would probably best describe as an office area, but in the listing, it's described as a bedroom. And it really is a bedroom because it has all the needed features of a bedroom. You have egress and you have a closet. Big enough bedroom to keep a king, probably a queen, maybe even a king size bed over in this room. And again, I think best use of it would be an office. I like the office at the front of the house because I spend a lot of my time during my waking hours in my office, and it's nice to get kind of just be able to see what's going on your street. Smithville is a very quiet area. You're gonna have a lot of people who really value country living out here and just the quietness, slower pace of life. So I wouldn't expect that you would see too much going on, but it's always nice to be able to keep an eye on everything going on. First, you've got a hallway bathroom with dual sinks and a shower. So it's a full bathroom. It's got everything that you could need for guests. Of course, if you had guests over, this is the bathroom that they would most likely use. If you had guests staying in the secondary bedrooms up here, this is where they would shower. This is where they would use the bathroom. And this is a nice thing to have, especially a full bathroom on the main level that services the guests, that's completely separate from your master bathroom. Now coming through here, this is the first of the, like I would say, true bedrooms. Of course, the office is truly a bedroom and it's gonna count as a bedroom, but this one is going to be where you would put a child, where you would put a guest, where you'd put your in-laws, whatever you would want to use it for. And what's nice is that it's on the opposite side of the house. So if you have guests over, they kind of have their own privacy on this side of the house while you sleep in the primary bedroom on the opposite side of the house. This one also has a quite big closet. I would say, you know, it's gonna be a good queen size bed, could easily fit in here. Maybe a king if you kind of pushed it up against this wall, but you have plenty of space to be comfortable in the bedroom. come on the other side, and what you have is the primary suite. Not only do you have the primary suite, you have a bathroom over here, you have your laundry room over here, you have your primary closet. It's all over here. The first thing I want to point out to you is this mudroom. So come over here and you can see, I mean, what's nice, I like continuity in houses, and seeing so many houses, you kind of notice the little things. So a lot of times when people build these houses, they'll cheap out on these areas, like the higher traffic areas, the areas that are secondary to the kitchen and to the bathroom. What's nice about this is these are the same really nice cabinets. They're not like the builder grade cheapest cabinets that you can have, but they're also, they're a nice upgrade. And this is really, I like, you know, this kind of rich wood, mahogany feel. And you have this right here, places where you could stuff your shoes, places where you could put your coats, you could hang your coats, you could put book bags in here. I mean, this has a lot of uses, especially if you have kids. You know, my kids are young, and immediately when they would come in, I'd be making them take off their shoes, leave them right here, because, you know, the way that we do it right now, I can never find their shoes, and it's super frustrating if you're trying to get out the door really quick. Come through here, right attached to it is the laundry room. Now, we won't go in this side because this is the primary closet, but the laundry room is right off the primary closet, and you can see the same nice high grade beautiful cabinets that you have in the kitchen, in the mudroom, are also present here. Let's go around because I want to show you the primary suite before I take you to the primary closet, and then we're going to go downstairs. Remember, that bar is sick. It's insane. We're going to end there, so keep on watching. Follow me. So what's nice is you come down this hallway, and then you come and it opens into this larger primary suite. Easily fit a king size bed in here. In fact, probably these outlets are placed so that you can fit a king size bed right in between. And then you've got this nice tiered ceiling with the ambient lighting. So if you're trying to, you know, calm down before bed, set the mood, this is a great this is a great room for that. And also you have a great view of your slightly more than 1 acre. And again, downstairs, we're gonna see the survey of exactly how this land is shaped. And we're gonna talk a little bit about why it's important, especially if you're buying land, to maybe do a survey to make sure you're actually getting what you expect to get. Let's go into the primary bathroom. And what we'll see here is you've got one of the larger showers that I've seen in a house this size. It means completely huge. You've got 2 shower heads. And if you wanted to run both shower heads, you can. If you wanted to shower 2 people at the same time because you're running late, you can also do that. Really nice tile work, you know, really nice thick glass that keeps all the water inside. I mean, this is a really nice shower. Over here, again, keeping with the same continuity theme, is you've got these beautiful wood cabinets that are the same grade, the same pattern and color as the ones in the kitchen, as the one in the mudroom. And then you've got this big surface here to keep your toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever it is you want to keep right here. This would be a great, you know, makeup place for my wife. She could do her makeup right here. That'd be great for her. And come through here, you've got the water closet, toilet in here. And then on this side, you've got a linens closet. So I think this bathroom, the only thing that if you really wanted a bathtub, you'd have to use the other bathroom because the other bathroom has a bathtub, but this one doesn't. And sometimes that's okay. I've actually had clients who built a home and they said they requested to not have a bathtub. If you're always thinking about like whether or not to put a bathtub in, one of the things I would say is that it never hurts to have a bathtub in the primary bathroom, but it's not necessarily a deal breaker for a lot of people because not that many people take baths anymore. Some people do, but you know, you can comment below if a bathtub would be a deal breaker for you. Now you can see we step into this very, very large primary closet. You've got enough room to hang all your clothes, to have a his and hers section, to have a shoe collection, really whatever it is you want. And then the nice thing is we're back around to this laundry room, and this laundry room is right off your closet so that you can go ahead and just toss your clothes into the laundry right here. Let's go downstairs to the basement, and I'm gonna show you one of the best bar setups that I've ever seen. All right, let's go downstairs and let's check out this basement. First thing that I want you to take a look at too is this is a really cool piece, huge floor to ceiling mirror. You see that a lot in these builds, but you come around But then you come around, and before we get to, I'm looking at this bar right here, before we get there, let's show you some other features. You got 2 bedrooms downstairs. The first secondary bedroom is right here. Say this is just slightly bit smaller than the one upstairs. Probably a queen size bed is the biggest bed that you would want to fit in here, but it does have egress, which is nice. And it also has a pretty reasonably sized closet on this side. We're in one of the downstairs secondary bedrooms, and this one's a little bit smaller than the ones upstairs. Probably a queen size bed would be the largest bed that you could fit here. But you do have egress, which is nice. And then you also have this closet, which is pretty sizable for a room this size. So off to my right here, you have another linens closet, and then through here, you have another secondary bathroom that services the 2 bedrooms downstairs. This one does have a tub shower combo, and of course you've got your toilet and single vanity so that your guests can enjoy this area. For me, this area would probably be for my kids. You know, this would be the bathroom that they would get dirty and mess up, so that my wife and I could keep our bathrooms nice. And then off to this last secondary bedroom. This is again about the same size as the other one. Fitting a queen size bed would be very doable here. Maybe a full size bed. Maybe for me, you know, I'd probably put bunk beds for my kids in here. Keep them downstairs a little bit farther away from mom and dad so they don't bother us in the middle of the night. And then you've got, again, a really nice view of your land. Now, I told you that I would show you the land. I'd show you the survey of the land as well as the drone footage of the land. And then I would also show you this incredible bar. So let's go check out the rest of the basement. So coming through here, man, look at this massive basement area. I mean, this costs quite a bit of money to finish. And also, this is one of the sweetest bars that I've ever seen just because of the sheer size of it. I mean, you could see you've got counter space for days here. You've got this beautiful wine and alcohol collection. You've got it's a wet bar, so you have a fully functioning sink down here. You have drink fridges down here so that you can chill your drinks and keep them cool for a party. I mean, this is gonna be a sweet place to hang out, to host a party, to throw a party. And then it has complete walkout access to, you have 2 picture windows because you can see how much natural light is coming in here. And then you can walk out underneath that porch that we already showed you. The last thing that I wanted to show you is this survey here. And which is nice because the seller is already providing a survey, so you know exactly where your land ends. Let me tell you a quick story. I was negotiating a home in Lee Summit, and it was just over an acre. And part of the land extended past a stream that ran right through the property. And when we talked to the other property owner on the other side of the stream, he was under the assumption that the land across the stream belonged to him. And he was claiming adverse possession because he said, I've mowed this piece of land for however many years, you can't take it from me now. We eventually backed out of the deal because of that. But I just want to stress the emphasis. If you're buying an acre or so, you know, when it's subdivided like this in a neighborhood, probably not as important. But if you have a strange piece of land, it is 100% worth it to extend the escrow time and do a proper survey and find out exactly what you're buying, because you don't want to get into a situation like my client almost did of getting into something that we don't necessarily want. Now, that you don't necessarily want because you don't want to argue over whose land is whose at the end of the day in your brand new house, right? So if you want service like that, if you want us to negotiate for you, if you want us to find these little things that might completely ruin your enjoyment of your land, give us a call, 816-4-MOVE-KC. Call us, text us, email us. We'd be happy to provide service like that to anybody, any one of our clients who is trying to relocate here to Kansas City. So you might think that you'd be paying well over $1 million for 5 bedrooms in Smithville, Missouri, but this house is only on the market for $780,000 for an acre in Smithville and 5 bedrooms. I think this home is a steal. Give us a call if you're interested in buying this home, 816-4-MOVE-KC. Now, maybe you just don't like the country and you want to be inside the city. Well, if you want that, then click on this video right here to check out a different area of the Kansas City Metro.